Yo. Slow budget. Once again.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's show. Today's date is Wednesday, January 10th, 2024, and I'm excited for today's show. I've been trying to put this one together for a while. Today's show is going to cover wrestling, girls wrestling in particular. And as you guys know, my daughter wrestles, so I mean, this is just girls wrestling is just important to us. And for those who don't know, girls wrestling, especially in the state of Arizona and nationwide, is one of the fastest growing sports there is. There are literally more scholarship openings than there are girls to fill them in the world of wrestling right now. I've been out here in Arizona for a while now, and girls softball dominates. I mean, every girl plays softball, but think about it. For every scholarship that's open, there's probably 200-300 girls or more trying to get that one scholarship. So the competitiveness is just overwhelming. So girls wrestling is pretty much the opposite. There are scholarships available if you want to wrestle. So today's episode is going to cover pretty much girls wrestling. I have a lot of interviews that I did starting back last, I want to say, October, November. My first interview is going to be with Coach David Pastoriza. He's an AZ Girls Wrestle coach. He coaches the traveling team. In November, my daughter did a clinic with Audrey Jimenez and Katie Gomez, 2 world team members. So I got interviews with them. And just last weekend, I was able to get 2 interviews with 2 of the girls on the U14 traveling team, Jasmine Buck and Reagan Kinnaman. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Oh, and one thing about these interviews, I try to get the best quality. You got to understand, most of the interviews are done at tournaments. So it's louder. I would have to hey, let's step into this corridor for a quick interview. So the first interview I got was with Coach David Pastoriza. Like I said, he's the coach for the U14, U15, or just the traveling Arizona girls team. He's been doing it for a while. He has 2 daughters that wrestle. And I caught him at one of the MWP Under the Lights. Here's the interview with Coach Pastoriza. All right, I'm here with Coach Pastoriza, coach of AZ Girls Wrestle.
Yes.
Yeah, your daughters are killing it. Your daughters, both, they're still over there at where? Wyoming?
So I have my junior over at Wyoming Seminary right now, and then my oldest daughter's over at William Jewell in college right now. Freshman.
Oh, she's already in college. Okay,
yeah,
she's the older
freshman.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following you guys obviously for years and years. Because my older boy's a senior wrestler, so he's been in 10 years USA Wrestling. So I've been following you guys, yeah. And obviously your program is where I think every little girl is looking, that 14, where you still do the 14U travel,
yeah, we
14U duels, 15U duels.
Yeah, we're actually setting up a dual team right now. I'm going to be posting to send a team that's K through 8 over to Salt Lake Slam at the end of the year and stuff like that.
This is a team that we want to eventually, work our way onto. That's the dual team, the traveling team.
And with Arizona Girls Wrestling, like I said, we're an umbrella team is what we do. So we take girls from all over the state that want to compete. We put teams together. We go nationally. We put together bigger tournaments and stuff like that for the girls to go to. So logistically, it's not too hard on other coaches to send, say, one girl and things like that. So this way, they go under one umbrella, one team, and have that camaraderie.
Yeah, she has a bunch of girls that she looks up to. Like we're coming from the tri-community, so Sophia Smith is one of our, Oracle, Salmon Wild, Mammoth girls. Yep. So we're like, wow, when I follow her for years, she was one of our little tri-community wrestlers back in the day, and now
Sophia Smith was one of the original 4 of ours that would travel with us for Arizona Girls. Yeah. She goes to California.
Yeah, she's still wrestling. I followed her.
Yeah, she goes everywhere with us.
Yeah, so hopefully, that's where the goal for I think every little girl right now is I want to get on those dual teams. I want to travel.
Traveling is where you want to go. I mean, you're going to do your good wrestling here in state, but you want to start hitting those other world teams, start hitting those other dual teams, things like that. That's where.
Yeah, I interviewed Elizabeth Smith the day before she left the Pan Am Trials.
Yep.
Caught her at a Cyclones practice.
Yep. Ellie's another one that's been around. Like I said, Ellie's been traveling with us for 6 years now. So 6-7 years. So we have a lot of the Tucson girls, and the Yuma girls. Like I said, we have girls from all over the state.
How's your daughter doing at Wyoming? I heard that is top
over at
high
Wyoming
school
girls
wrestling program.
So this will be her 3rd year at Wyoming Seminary. Both of them got recruited to be there. So we sent them out. Lisa was a freshman when she went. So
I remember.
Like I said, this is her 3rd year. She's loving it. She's about to start Super 32 tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
There's a lot of local talent.
Yeah.
Valiant, Sunnyside. I mean, there's a lot of guys to root for.
Yeah.
Local. Like I said, I already did an interview with Carlito, Sergio.
Nice.
And they're just killing it. I've known them. It's fun watching when they're little and now just beasting in high school.
Yeah. I mean, it's a matter of time. It's when they start young, or even if they don't start young, but
if you put in the work, it's about you're going to get in what you get out. You're going to get out what you put in, I should say.
And Arizona has a lot. Like I said, our numbers aren't all that high when it comes to overall, but I always tell everybody our talent level's way up there. The kids we do have are very skilled, very high talented, and, we do a lot of damage when we go out of state.
Yeah, I tried to catch your daughter's put on a clinic, I think it was last year, just had something else going on because I haven't been able to take her yet. There's always something going on. I want to catch all these girl clinics.
Yeah, we normally have our Arizona Girls Wrestling Clinic. Usually it's like in May or June is when we throw our first freestyle clinic, and then we try to throw a second folk style one later on, like in August, September. We just weren't able to this year just for scheduling reasons.
Yeah, 'cause I follow all the pages and I see you guys, and I'm always so we'll keep an eye out.
Like I said, we put it out on Facebook, things like that. Some of these other teams we do, and then like I said, when we have our 14U duels for the actual national duel teams, that's
best. That's top right there.
You go qualify at state for the 14U and under, and then the cadet and junior girls have their own qualifier for the junior duel team and stuff. So, but no, we get a lot of girls that participate.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing where girls wrestling is going because, like I said, your daughters, Audrey, Jade, leading the way, and just all these young girls following their footsteps.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, Coach. I appreciate you taking the time.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
That was Coach Pastoriza, head of AZ Girls Wrestle. You can find that page on Facebook. And like I said, the coach of the AZ Girls traveling team. That tournament he was talking about that he was putting together happened already. And AZ Girls killed it in Utah at the Christmas Clash. It was at the end of December. They dominated all the tournaments and just came away with a lot of championships. I'm going to play back-to-back interviews from 2 girls on that team, Jasmine Buck and Reagan Kinnaman. Now, on Reagan's interview, I'll do first. I kind of messed up. I said she was pound for pound best in the state. She's actually pound for pound best in the nation at 70-pound girls for 6th grade. So, yeah, these girls are just good wrestlers. And I hope you guys enjoy the interviews. I'm here with Reagan Kinnaman, the 70-pound girl for the Arizona 14U traveling team. And I'm going to go on and say, I think pound for pound, you're probably the top 70-pound girl in the whole state, right?
Yes.
I mean, because you killed it in Utah.
Yeah.
Not only did you guys represented good for the state with the girls team, but you won the individual tournament also, huh?
Yes.
So, what's it like traveling and wrestling as a girl? How old are you?
I'm 11.
Yeah. So, what's it like traveling? And...
It's really fun, and once you lose, you kind of just get better out of it, and that's how I just keep winning.
Yeah, because I see you. I mean, it doesn't matter if a boy, girls across from you, you destroy them. I mean, it's like, wow. I mean, for someone your age to be at that level.
Yeah.
What's next? Where are you traveling to, or what's coming up?
Arizona State tournament.
Arizona, okay. Arizona State. I mean, is she gonna be doing the RMN events and she does the traveling, or you're not sure yet?
We have girls nationals in April.
Okay, and that's where?
Spokane, Washington.
Oh, so you'll be in Washington. How many states have you been to? Do you know?
How many?
About 20.
Wow, wrestling has took you to
26.
26 states you wrestled in?
Uh-huh.
Wow, I think I've only been in 4 or 5 personally. Just stepped in. That's crazy. For someone your age, I mean, we're trying to grow the sport of girls wrestling, and you're definitely one of the representatives that are just going out there. So what happened at Utah? It got chippy? Was that part of her event match? Or?
Yeah, her finals in the pool play when we were wrestling Washington.
I heard about it, but I don't know what happened.
And it was getting chirpy and all between the coaches and the parents. And,
wow.
yeah,
I heard security had to be called or something.
They brought security over, but they didn't have to intervene.
Oh, okay.
But they almost did. Say that, yeah.
I think that's the fun part of wrestling.
Yeah.
Stuff happens. So at this tournament, what did you place? You already won what division?
The 5th and 6th grade,
Fifth
70 pound, 72 pounds.
And you're also doing what, 7th, 8th grade?
Yep.
Yeah, 70 pounds.
So that's what's just, when you're at that level, you're in, what grade you're in?
6.
See, and you'll wrestle 7th, 8th grade, it don't matter. Huh? You're just,
Yeah.
whoever's across from you, as long as they're your weight, you're going to wrestle them, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. So what do you love about wrestling again?
I like being able to wrestle people I haven't, and I like just being able to be out there and like being able to win and getting my hand raised. It feels
Nice.
like I actually put some work into something.
Nice. And you're at that spot where people come to tournament, they see you like, shoot, Reagan's here. I got to wrestle her probably.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like I said, I just interviewed Jasmine. There's some of you girls, everyone knows who you guys are.
Yeah.
If you're a girl and you wrestle, even a boy, they know who the top girls are. And trust me, they don't want to lose to you. And it's going to happen if they're across from you, but they don't want to. And trust me, a lot of you girls put fear in a lot of these boys.
Yeah.
And that's the part I love. Like I said, if there's a girl wrestling, I'm in your corner like, yeah, let's go. So, we wish you luck at state. We wish you luck,
Thank
at
you.
nationals, and just keep representing.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm here with Jasmine Buck, the 75-pound wrestler for the Arizona 14U state team. You guys just got back from Utah, right?
Yeah.
You guys killed it. You guys represented. What teams did you guys beat?
We beat Oregon, the Matt Demons, and Utah Blue and Utah Green.
Nice. So you've been wrestling for how long?
5 years.
And I remember when you first started, that might have been when I first saw her too, 5 years ago when you wrestled Corey. You guys were like 56 pounds. So what do you like about wrestling?
I like to travel because I get to meet new friends. I have a lot of friends from different states, and also I like to wrestle because I know some girls out there is like, I can't do this, but then when they wrestle boys are like, haha, I beat her. But I like wrestling to show girls that they can do it.
Oh yeah, we love watching like anytime a girl beats a boy, we're in their corner like, yes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how many states have you wrestled in already at your young age?
I don't really know, but I think I'm like 10-ish.
Wow.
6, 10.
I've been to like 4 in my life, so that's huge.
She's been to Virginia on the East Coast.
Oh, so you did go like Virginia duels,
Yeah.
or oh wow, see that's what I love about this wrestling. Like I've interviewed some of the world team members, like Audrey, and they're naming countries. They're naming 10 countries they've been to. So even states at your age is, that's just fantastic. You wrestle for Dominant, right?
Yeah.
You guys have an awesome girls program.
Yes.
What's the key there? Just all you girls just getting together and practicing together to make each other tougher, or?
Yeah, it's just more like getting girls to wrestle because it's mostly boys. Wrestling is known for a boys' sport, and we're trying to get more girls out there.
Yeah, that's what I like. Even this tournament, I went to the directors and I'm like, hey, we're trying to grow the sport of girls wrestling. Why don't you guys have a girls bracket? And his response was, well, they don't show up. I go, well, they don't show up because a lot of parents don't want their girls wrestling boys, and if you don't offer it, they're not going to go. So that's something you got to at least offer. We want girl brackets because half the time, like you guys, you're going to go boys and girls anyway.
Yeah.
Because you guys, I don't say it's funny, but we love, like I said, when we see the girls beating the boys. So you just won what bracket right now? So you win?
I think 78s.
And you double bracket into what?
The 7th and 8th graders.
So you've been doing, wow. What grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade.
Oh, okay, see that's what's good. You wrestle in the 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
So what's next?
For me, well, I really want to go to Pan Am.
That's huge. 14U Pan Am.
Yeah.
That is huge. Well, we wish you luck and keep beating these boys. And we'll follow you on the traveling team, and we're rooting for you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So that was Jasmine Buck and Reagan Kinnaman. What's interesting about those girls, it's a 14U traveling team. Both those girls are only like 11 years old. So they're going to be on that team for a while. And that's what when I was talking about, I was like, man, everyone knows who the top girls are. It's crazy. You go to these tournaments and you see them, and there's a lot of up-and-comers. So Arizona girls wrestling is going to be represented well for a long time. Now, the next 2 interviews I'm going to play back-to-back. This is what's special about them. You got to understand, every state has their best wrestlers traveling team. And then you got the world team. The world team is what you see at Olympics, Pan Am Games. There's only one wrestler per weight class, and it's the best wrestler in the whole United States gets that spot. you're a world team member. So I was able to, in November, Sakura was able to attend a camp led by two of them, which is Arizona's own Audrey Jimenez, who is pound for pound the best high school girl wrestler in the nation. Hands down. She's won everything. And then the other one was Katie Gomez out of California. So it was a good camp. Sakura had fun. She learned a lot. She got to bond with a lot of team members. And we've been going to other tournaments, and she's bumping into these girls she met at that camp. And it's just the camaraderie there amongst the girls is just amazing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give these two interviews and back to back, and I hope you like them. I'm here with Audrey Jimenez, pound for pound, #1 girl female wrestler in the state, the whole United States, right?
Yes.
Yes. I'll be here all day if I go over your accolades. I mean, you've won everything. But what's next? What's coming up?
It's coming up. Got a little knee injury, so just focus on rehabbing that. Hopefully I'll be back second half of the season.
Oh, so you're going to miss the first half. Okay.
I think so, yeah. We're still figuring things out. But other than that, just hoping for the Olympic trials.
Well, when is that coming up?
That's the biggest thing. That's April 18th, I believe.
Okay, and that's obviously in Colorado, right?
It'll be at Penn State.
Oh, it's going to be in Penn State.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So where have you traveled already? Like worldwide?
Worldwide? Many countries.
Yeah,
I've been to Spain, Albania, Serbia, Bulgaria.
Oh my gosh,
Italy.
And you're only what,
France.
17?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, and wrestling has already took you all over the
Yeah,
world.
wrestling has done a lot for me. I'm really grateful for it.
Did you have to come back your senior year?
I didn't have to, so I had enough credits to graduate my junior year, but I really wanted to come back and wrestle my senior year.
Will you be the first 4-time girl wrestler in the state of Arizona?
Yes.
If you, I mean.
Yes.
If you win state, I'm not gonna, nothing's ever a given.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
So if you win, you'll be the first 4-time state champion, right? Since girls state was actually affiliated or whatever. That's great. I mean, Sunnyside, like I said, I've interviewed a bunch of your teammates already. It's a great program. They're stacked. So who's the person you're having trouble with? Is it Japan, China? What?
Usually it's Japan. I was supposed to get another shot at wrestling Japan at U23s, but I didn't get the chance.
And that's what's crazy. I follow you, and then you're not even wrestling girls. You're wrestling women at these world tournaments, like U23 and all that. That's just amazing. And what you have, I had an interview with David about women's wrestling upcoming. That's just amazing how quick this sport is becoming for girls and stuff like this. My daughter just attended your camp, and this was just wonderful seeing all these national team members and just her trying to get that feel of what girls wrestling is, and hopefully one day she could get on the U14 and all that traveling.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like women's wrestling is growing so much, and the more we have like examples like national teams and world teams and stuff like
and
this.
like Carly Brooks, she just signed to Iowa.
Exactly.
So are you skipping college to go straight for the Olympics?
No, I'm looking to go straight into college.
Oh, so
hoping to do I guess everything.
So obviously you have your choice, right? You have your pick, being the #1 in the United States.
Yeah.
So are you allowed to say, or you can? Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at a few different colleges. I'm actually visiting North Central College in a couple weeks, or actually this coming week. Also William Penn. I'm trying to set up a visit at Iowa. I haven't done that yet. But
is Iowa the #1 girls wrestling college right now, or no?
I'm not exactly sure. I don't think they are, just because they're up and coming, so they haven't wrestled enough to.
Oh, okay. Because like I said, I know Carly just signed there.
Yeah, but a lot of great girls have signed there already, and I mean.
So their program's gonna. It seems like they're just gonna jump in head first and already be a top school.
Exactly. It's definitely gonna help. Bring out that D1 and that competitive.
Oh, was that why you didn't go to Super 32 because of your knee, or?
Well, I was actually at U23s.
Oh, at the same time.
While
Okay.
Super 32 was going on.
That's great. You could concentrate at Worlds while the rest.
Yeah, I mean it's great. I do wish sometimes I was able to go to Super 32 or Fargo, but I just decided it was a little bit smarter to just focus on the world teams I had committed to.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, trust me, if you follow Arizona wrestling, you know who Audrey Jimenez is, and just keep an eye out for that name. She's a beast.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.
I'm here with Katie Gomez, world team member for girls wrestling, and you're out of California?
Out of California.
What part? That's where I'm from.
San Fernando Valley.
I went to school in the San Fernando Valley.
Really?
What's you better not be a rival. What school?
Birmingham.
Oh, I went to Cleveland.
Cleveland, okay.
Cleveland and Reseda.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm from Los Angeles, and I got bus an hour to go to school in the San Fernando Valley.
Nice.
So you came a long way then, huh?
I did, yeah.
And you live at the Olympic Training Center?
I do. I became a resident in June.
So how does that work? How does that? I mean, that's a mind-blowing process.
Yeah.
To go from a girl wrestler in San Fernando all of a sudden to Olympic Training Center.
Yeah. I started. Well, I've been going to developmental camps since I was like 14, 15 years old. Started once I made like going out to senior national camps. This year, mainly like every month, I started falling in love with the environment that I ended up just making the switch in the middle of the year. I don't regret my choice. It's been hard. It's been challenging with change.
And what grade are you in? Or are you in a grade? Or
I should be a sophomore in college, but I'm not doing school right now.
Oh, okay, so you're a little older.
Yeah.
When I was going to school, the wrestling was not around. So wrestling in San Fernando Valley, my school didn't have wrestling at the time.
Yeah.
When did wrestling pick up in the valley?
Well, Jimmy Maderos, my high school coach, he's from up north, and then he came down to become a coach at Birmingham, I believe in 2013, I want to say.
Yeah, see.
And so
I think that's around the time I talked in our school, Cleveland, that got wrestling too.
Yeah.
So I moved to Arizona, didn't know nothing about wrestling.
Right.
Coming from California, wrestling just wasn't a sport.
Yeah, so he helped advance it a lot. Well, like the level he was at, the way he taught his students and got us big in the wrestling world and in the valley at least, and that's the main reason we went to Birmingham is because of Coach Jimmy. So yeah, he's the one that got me into it and showed me all the other tournaments outside of just the valley.
And you were a national champ at what weight?
53 kilograms.
In that American, what is
116.
Okay, 116. Yeah. Where did you win at?
I won. U.S. Open I won.
And the U.S. Open.
Yeah, I won that at 116. And then I had to make final legs, and then I became second, so I lost in final legs. So. But I did win the Open this past year.
Nice. That's huge. I was telling Audrey, known her since she was little, and she's done a lot for women wrestling in Arizona. Do you ever go back home to California and the girls know you and you can go do a camp out there and raise it? Or
yeah, I would
California's
say,
just way bigger.
Yeah, California's super big, but I did have the opportunity to do a camp back home in my first ever club, LAWC. So that was nice, and the girls looking up to you, the boys, everybody. So it was a nice way. It's a nice, especially coming from your town. So
what's next?
What's next?
Olympic trials or
Olympic qualifiers? Yeah, I have to qualify this December in Texas, so I'll be out there, 53 kilos, and then hopefully after then we'll do April qualifiers.
That's exciting.
For trials, yeah.
So how do you become a resident of the Olympic Training Center?
It's kind of like, I'm not sure. I've been knowing the coaches for a minute now, so I kind of just like, hey, I want to start off being a summer resident.
This way you could really train. Is that it? Train.
Train. If you have a car out there, Colorado's a really beautiful state, so a lot of outdoor stuff to do. So I would say it's not just train. There's plenty of ways you can head out to Denver. You can go downtown, anywhere around. It's a good place to.
Sounds exciting. Now, where have you traveled?
Outside of the country.
Yeah, outside the country. Where have you traveled and wrestled?
Well, this year I've been to Croatia, and then I went to Albania, and then we went to Jordan, and then Spain. So I've been around this year. I've been to many, like my main coach is from Armenia, so I got the opportunity to go out last summer.
That's exciting. Coming from someone who's only been in like 3-4 states and never even thought about leaving, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be looking out for you and keeping keeping an eye out for you and following you, and good luck.
I appreciate it.
Good luck, and hopefully you make the Olympics.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. So that was an interview with Audrey Jimenez and Katie Gomez, World Team members. Update on Katie. She did qualify in Texas for the Olympic qualifiers coming up in April. So there's a chance we might see both those girls on the Olympic team. Fingers crossed. They were amazing wrestlers and just great personalities, just great people all around trying to promote the sport of girls wrestling. So with that, this is a long episode. I just want to thank everybody. And if you're a parent and you go to these tournaments and they don't offer a girls bracket, find out who's running the program, and tell them, hey, we want girl brackets. We want, we're trying to grow the sport, and that's the only way to grow the sport. And if you're local and you want to get your daughter into wrestling, like I said, Corey's Club, Tucson Pride Grappling Academy, Tucson Pride Wrestling has a lot of girls. Just for example, Under the Lights, we took 5 girls there, came back with 5 championship singlets, 5 championship rings. So we have some up and comers, Maddie and Avery Porter. Their names are already getting out there. Some of the toughest girl wrestlers. We have Sakura, who's also slowly getting up there. She's only a 5th grader. She's slowly getting her name out there. And then we have the twins, Bethany and Brittany, who are also just tough girl wrestlers. So, I mean, we're trying to promote the sport. If you want to get your daughter involved, hey, send me a message, get a hold of me, and I'll show you how. But I want to thank everyone for listening. I know it was a long episode today, and so next week I'll have another wrestling episode. I'll have Zane Candelaria, the heavyweight of Sunnyside, a bunch of coaches from Eloy Boys. So with that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys probably on Friday.
Burn one. Yo. Slow budget. Once again.